When we speak of brilliance, few names shine as brightly as Leonardo da Vinci. A master of both art and science, Leonardo was not bound by discipline. He painted the most iconic artworks in history, dissected human bodies to understand life itself, and designed machines that wouldn't become reality for centuries. Leonardo was born on April 15, 1452, in the small Tuscan town of Vinci, Italy. The illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman, Leonardo was raised by his father's family in the countryside. Surrounded by hills, rivers, and animals, young Leonardo developed an intense love for nature. He was endlessly curious, observing how birds flew, how water flowed, and how light shaped the world. Though he lacked a formal education in Latin and mathematics, his mind was insatiable. He taught himself through observing the world around him, a habit that would define his life's work. In his early teens, Leonardo moved to Florence and became an apprentice in the workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, a respected artist and craftsman. Here, he mastered painting, sculpture, mechanics, and drafting. His talent was so extraordinary that he quickly surpassed his master. It's said that Leonardo painted an angel in Verrocchio's Baptism of Christ, and the angel's face was so lifelike that Verrocchio never picked up a brush again. More than just technique, Leonardo developed a unique way of seeing, blending observation, emotion, and geometry into his work. Leonardo's paintings are legendary. The Mona Lisa, with her elusive smile, has captivated viewers for over 500 years. Using sfumato, Leonardo blended colors and contours so subtly that the transitions are nearly invisible. The result? A lifelike presence that seems to breathe from the canvas. The Last Supper captures the exact moment Jesus announces that one disciple will betray him. The reactions of the apostles, anger, disbelief, sorrow, create a masterpiece of emotion and composition. But Leonardo's art was just the beginning. Behind each work lay years of planning, anatomical study, and experimentation, and countless pages of notes. Leonardo kept thousands of pages of notebooks, perhaps his most enduring treasure. Filled with mirrored handwriting and brilliant sketches, these journals explore everything from human anatomy to bird flight, from geometry to dreams of flight. He wrote from right to left, possibly to keep his work secret or simply because he was left-handed. In these notebooks, we glimpse his genius in its rawest form, pages crowded with inventions, equations, observations, and questions. One day, he's designing a machine to move river water. The next, he's sketching a fetus in the womb, labeling muscles, arteries, and nerves. These notebooks weren't meant for fame. They were a dialogue with himself, a lifelong pursuit of understanding. Leonardo imagined a world far beyond the limits of the 15th century. He designed machines centuries ahead of his time. A helicopter with spinning rotor blades, a tank with rotating cannons, a parachute shaped like a pyramid, a diving suit for underwater warfare. Though most were never built in his lifetime, the concepts laid the groundwork for future innovation. He explored the properties of gears, levers, pulleys, and hydraulics with astonishing precision. Leonardo wasn't building machines to impress kings. He was exploring how nature worked and how man could learn from it. Few people understood the human body as intimately as Leonardo da Vinci. He dissected over 30 human cadavers, often in secret. From these studies, he created the most accurate anatomical drawings of his time, and perhaps all time. He charted muscles, veins, internal organs, the structure of the brain and spine. His Vitruvian Man, the drawing of a man with arms and legs outstretched, showed how the human body is a mirror of mathematical proportion. Leonardo wasn't just illustrating anatomy. He was searching for how the body functioned, how it moved, how it aged, combining art and biology with revolutionary insight. His work anticipated discoveries in medicine, physiology, and biomechanics by hundreds of years. To Leonardo, science and art were two sides of the same coin. He studied light, perspective, motion, water currents, plant growth, geology, and astronomy. He designed experiments, recorded data, and developed theories, centuries before the formal scientific method emerged. He tried to understand the laws behind everything. How birds fly, how the heart pumps blood, how rocks form in mountains, how the moon reflects sunlight. Leonardo believed nature was the ultimate guide and the human mind its greatest interpreter. For him, seeing was not enough. One had to understand. In 1516, Leonardo moved to France at the invitation of King Francis I. There, he lived at the Château de Clos-Lucé, still sketching, designing, and teaching until his final days. On May 2, 1519, Leonardo da Vinci died at age 67. Legend says the king held him in his arms as he passed. But Leonardo never truly died. His notebooks were passed down and studied by generations. His paintings became timeless icons. His ideas shaped the future of medicine, engineering, and art. He didn't just master every field. He changed the very way we think about them. Leonardo da Vinci's life is proof of what's possible when curiosity has no limits. He never stopped asking questions, never stopped sketching, never stopped wondering. He once said, "The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding." And through his art, science, inventions, and notebooks, he gave that joy to the world. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a Renaissance man. He was the man who defined the Renaissance, and who still inspires us to see, think, and dream.